Hey guys, welcome to this episode of Two Beards Podcast. Today we are drinking In the Meanwhile by Stoop Brewing.
Nope. In the meanwhile, we're going to open this beer. In case you were wondering.
I don't think they were wondering. I think they were like,
I got.
I think you guys are smart enough to assume that we were going to open said beers and drink them.
Could be. I mean, it'd be silly to let beer just sit. Fun can. Very fun can. Yeah. No. No.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. You made it.
I mean, now we can actually probably maybe. I don't know.
I don't know what you're on about. Oh, show it.
Maybe not.
Down to the last drop.
Kinda. It's a little dark over there. But
Get a
you get the
slow-mo
point.
of this, dude.
What?
Dang it. I had a drop, and then...
We're shooting at like 24 frames per second. You know what?
Get a slow-mo, bro.
Like the drop will be here, and then it'll be here, and then it'll be in the glass. You won't even get any splash. It'll
Sick,
just,
dude.
Yeah.
Love it.
Super slow-mo. Smooth, buttery footage. Like this beer.
Mhm.
Buttery.
Far higher than 41 IBUs, IMO. Based on...
I thought this was going to be a mango juice haze boy just based off of the
Same,
can. I'm
same.
like, oh, this is going to be a hazy beer.
Same.
It's quite nice.
No, this is
This
everything
is
I want.
Quite nice.
Out of a beer, out of this can design, this is what I want.
I mean, hear me out.
Jeez.
I don't know what Wakatu hops are, but Galaxy, Citra Cryo, Mosaic Cryo, and Eldorado,
Does it get better?
if you wanted to throw in some Amarillo, then
Ooh.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't be mad. But what you got going on?
I'm about it.
This is tasty.
Wakatu. That's the first one named too, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Ever since we did our mega episode, I was like, oh, we can actually just put my monitor up here and no one can see it. Except now you have this really bright white light.
Yeah, you could probably tone that bitch down a little bit.
Yeah, I could.
But then, you'd have to push it back for...
Yeah.
And then you
Call
could.
of Duty, and it's just...
You could. I mean, really, it's just when you open a new tab, that's your problem. You need, a theme on your Chrome. That's what you need.
Normally I have an extension called Momentum, which opens it up with an image. It might be turned off right now. But I do have dark mode on, as you can see, so it's
Right.
Yeah.
So they are a New Zealand variety.
Citrus lime aromas. Have you given this beer a smell yet?
Very, very briefly, and I'm talking about the half second it took to get from here to my mouth.
Yeah, cryo hops. That's all I smell. Really?
Pretty citrus smelling.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's
Yes.
real nice.
This is a tasty beer.
Yeah.
If you have the chance, I recommend. At least so far. I mean, hey, who knows? Maybe we'll change our mind.
Who knows?
But pretty tasty.
Pretty tasty. I'm enjoying that a lot. So I almost died on the way here.
Okay.
Motherfuckers. So I'm on, 19th, going toward, and I'm about to turn right onto Orchard to get in the 16,
Yeah.
And I'm a intersection or so before I make my turn. And I'm in the left lane, so I scooch in front of this bus. And as I scooch in front of a bus, another car that is in front of the one in front of me also moves to the right lane. They decide they have to turn now. Not where a normal human being would turn to get on at 16. They're like, no. This neighborhood is my stop. And so they immediately turn into the neighborhood.
So it's like they go from the left lane to the right lane and turn.
Yes.
They
Almost
really
one
don't
fluid motion.
move to the right lane. They just kind of turn from the left lane.
Yes.
Basically.
Yes.
A little bit nicer than that, but not much.
Not much.
Their car never straightened out completely in
Not
the lane.
completely. No, there's no way.
Yeah.
The worst part that almost killed me is they decided, maybe I don't want to turn into this neighborhood. and they stopped halfway through their turn, and I'm like going because I'm like, oh, as a normal fucking human, this is bullshit that he's making this turn right now, but he's gonna,
But you did
turn.
Yeah, you're on the journey.
Yeah, no, he decided it might not be for him, and so I thank God there was no one to my left, and I veered to the left and laid on my horn, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Okay,
man?
I don't know if you guys know this, but there are other people driving on the hoe-ass roads.
Mm-hmm.
B, the most safe thing you can do if you must drive on the hoe-ass roads
if you must.
is be predictable, which is why there's rules.
This asshole, I did not see any of it coming. Let me tell you.
And C, the roads don't really change all that fast, and they're pretty much around to stay. So you should kind of know where you're going.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you don't know where you're going, there's a nifty device in your pocket that I promise you has the capabilities of telling you where to go.
And D, if you make a wrong turn, it's fine to just complete that turn. Go turn around. It's fine. It'll take you 20 seconds. You don't have to risk anyone's life. It's okay.
Yeah, 20 seconds is definitely a lot quicker than dealing with an accident.
That, or you just stopping in the middle of the street because you're like, oh, I should be going straight, not left. I'm going to sit here while other people behind me are wanting to turn and wait for all these people that are going straight already because they know what's going on in their life. You take the 20 seconds out of your day because you fucked up. Don't let everyone else fucking wait on you. Fucking
piece of shit, man. I don't. If I have the power, I don't let those people do what they're trying to do. If they're like, oh, I need to turn right there. I'm like, no. You had your chance. You can now go the wrong way for a couple minutes. I promise it'll be okay. I've done that. I've asked, oops, I meant to turn there. But I'm not going to go zoom because there's cars next to me. I'm not going to slam on my brakes and wait for all these cars to pass so I can go. I've just kept going because I'm like, fuck. I'll also take the next exit and turn around. It's not that big a deal. Crazy. In other news, harvest started.
True.
I didn't realize it was that close to starting last week.
No, I mean, it literally is the end of August.
It's true.
Like,
which was what has thrown me off, I guess.
Yeah,
time?
I looked at the date today. I was like, fuck, it's the 27th. Mm-hmm. I thought middle of August.
Yeah.
No. But it still seems like when this podcast releases, it's actually going to be September, which is insane.
That is.
It does seem a little early for harvest, right? Though, am I wrong?
It's any time between
this week
and next week.
Yeah, I also felt that last year, but then also last year was a weird year.
It was, yeah.
We got beer really quick.
That was the weirdest part, I think. It was. I mean, wasn't it August? Wasn't it the last week of August or something?
It would have been this week, I think.
When we had a fresh hot beer?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I don't know.
Either way, next week is
we can look it up.
Stupid fast, right? Next week is insane fast. It's too much. So, but yeah.
Or at least, we can definitely look it up because we should have videos.
Should be able to.
Yeah. So I'm definitely excited.
About 12 months ago.
Yeah.
Or a year, as they call it.
So, a year ago is Rainbow Light. Let me mute this. So Yakima Valley Fresh Hop was our first fresh hop. That was September 24th. Yeah, that was our first.
They had one more before that.
No, the Yakima Valley was the first.
No, because that's one that Elizabeth liked, and that was the second one.
No, Elizabeth liked the first one because it was all earthy and didn't taste fresh hop.
That was the second one.
No, it wasn't.
I'm telling you.
That's fine that you're telling me. You're just wrong.
I wish I could ask. I wish it would be a valid. It would be valid for Elizabeth to back me up, but I know that just doesn't really mean her memory doesn't mean anything to you. Anyways.
It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything to anyone. Really.
So Okay, then what were the two fresh hops? They came out with two fresh hops, 7 Seas, very close together. I'm telling you,
they weren't that close together,
they
but yes,
were
they did.
so close together.
They weren't.
They were like a week apart.
No. Yakima Valley and
Yeah, I can't remember. And I don't know why. I thought we definitely
so the
reported it.
CSA, the Field to Ferment, the Pertinier, Elysian Straddle, Head Full of Fresh Hop, which is Fremont,
Oh.
Shades of Green, which is Elysian, Born Yesterday, 2 beers Fresh Hop, Celebration, and Fall. I can't remember. But yeah, we don't have anything else from 7 Seas.
Dude, what the fuck? They had two
What's
fresh hops.
What's this one?
The Grand Old? I have no fucking.
Yeah, this was around the time where we just.
Kaime Grand Reserve
Yeah,
Ale.
yeah. I remember that one.
Chimney.
I don't know, man.
It's gonna bug me.
Yakima Valley was the first. I mean, so we posted it on the 24th. So who knows? Who knows?
Hear me out. I'm gonna try one more thing here. I'm gonna try.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 7 Seas
Yeah, our podcast is
Fresh.
different.
hop.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I think what happened.
I knew by name. I didn't even look when it was released. The second I read the name, I was like, that one was second.
What one was?
Hop Profit.
Ah, yes.
That one was second.
Yep. We didn't love that one, did we?
No.
Like we thought we had the Yakima Valley, and that was like really earthy, and we're like, it's good, but it doesn't taste like a fresh hop beer, like a Born Yesterday, right? It wasn't like citrusy explosions in your mouth. So we were like, it's good, really enjoy it, and we got it quite a bit. But we're like, it's probably early, and then we'll wait for the next one. And the next one was Hot Profit, and I just think we didn't.
I think
love
we disliked that one more, and so and then we went back to the Yakima Valley. We're like, yeah, never mind, this one's okay. That was that was very disappointing last year. The fresh hops. I think we were about half and half, but like I just expected more. Like ones that we really liked and ones that we were like, it's not great.
Yeah.
But we'll see this year.
Yeah.
I texted you the picture. First pick of the year. I think Centennial Field to Ferment.
I'm excited.
Our favorite.
That's one of our favorites. You don't want to skip over Born Yesterday.
Right here, I cannot. Lagunitas, kill a dog. Yeah. Yeah, Field to Ferment. That. Ooh. And specifically was it Centennial Simcoe? Because it's Citra Emerald and then Centennial Simcoe, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, that one.
They're both very good.
No, the Citra and Emerald one was not very good. But I think you're not focused.
I'm hot right now.
The Citra Emerald one was not good.
I'm hot. No, we liked it. No, there was one in between them I thought we didn't like.
No, we had this conversation recently.
Maybe you're right.
And we found out we're like, nah, there's only 2.
Maybe you're right.
We thought there were 3.
All I know is the Pertinier was disgusting.
Yeah, it was.
And the CSA was disgusting.
Yes, it was.
The Field to Ferment had a fine one and a very good one.
Yes.
And the Yakima Valley was fine.
Yes. Hoping to get some new ones. What we need to do...
Yo, chill.
No. What we need to do is go get Fresh Hop Bodie this year on time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to do that.
There was like a 2.5 hour window, basically.
We went the weekend after. I don't know if it was like during the week or the weekend, but we went the weekend after. It's gone.
Yeah. They're like, yeah, this sells out faster than we can say that it's available.
Honestly.
So, but yeah, I would like to try that.
Mm-hmm.
I am actually more interested in Fresh Hop Johnny Utah personally.
Ooh.
I don't know if they make that, but
I sure hope so.
I think I now prefer Johnny Utah over Bodie.
I don't know if I prefer
And
it, but I'm with you. Like, it's creeping up with me. Like,
to be fair, I haven't had a Bodhi in a long time, and usually, like, if I'm gonna buy something from Georgetown, um I'm buying Johnny Utah.
yeah. Is that like a summer seasonal? Or,
I don't know,
or are
but
they doing it year round now? 'Cause
They might be doing it year round.
I hope.
It released and it just stayed.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Yeah.
I ain't mad.
No, it's become one of my favorite beers, I think.
I think, like, it's certainly a pale ale, like,
Mhm.
compared to an IPA.
Absolutely.
But the hops in it are so dank.
Yeah. I think
It's just good.
never mind.
I think Bodhi has just become a little sweet for me.
Maybe that's what it is.
Just a little too orangey sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially in the summer. I don't love, like, orange juice in the summer. It's a bit much.
I'm about it. So hear me out. I'm with you. I kind of got to a point where I was like, I love Bodhi, but like, it's becoming just too normal for me. Where before it was like a treat.
Yeah.
Like when I was living in Illinois and I had my first Bodhisattva, I was like, this is, outside of a fresh hop, this is the best beer I've ever had. This is amazing. And now it's just so normal to me where I was like, Bodhi. But like,
Get that anytime.
yeah, and I don't want it to be that way. So I'll go, months without it now.
When was the last time you had one, though?
It's probably like 2 weeks.
Okay, so a lot sooner
Yeah,
than me.
yeah. Renee got me like a 6-pack of it not too long ago.
Okay.
But
I don't remember the last time.
before that, it had been months. So I was like, oh yeah, like thanks. This is a nice treat.
I will drink this.
Yeah, and I enjoyed it a lot more than I had remembered even.
But you're
So-
not about to, like, go to the gas station and get a 6-pack of Bodhi right now.
No, I think I need to chill out. I think I need to kind of reserve it because it's so good. I don't want it to. I don't want to, like, I don't know, wear out its welcome.
You know what Bodhi should be? Bodhi should be a staple for, like, non-COVID when you actually go to places.
Yes.
Like, you go to a house party.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, you want something to drink? Got some Bodhi. You'd be like, yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But, like, not necessarily your beer. You don't need to keep Bodhi stocked for you.
Right. Yeah. Or we'll go out to a restaurant. Oh yeah, I'll get a Buddy. Cool. Yeah. No, 100%. Because and again, I do like it, but I don't want to abuse it.
Yep.
Because it is really good. So
Johnny Utah, though, man.
Tiny Utah. I don't know if I just haven't had enough of it, but every time I get that, I'm like, ooh, I forget how good this is.
I'm always surprised by how hoppy it is as well.
Yep. No, 100%. I stopped myself. What I was going to say is I think I might like pale ales more than IPAs in the sense that IPAs are becoming like a hit or miss, where pale ales are more often than not a hit. And then I thought of a lot of pale ales that I'm like, and so I was like, never mind. It's about the same.
It just depends.
Yeah.
And it depends on the brewery and
Right.
whatever mood they're in. Like,
Yeah.
E9's now not in their hazy as life mood for some reason.
Thank God.
Because that's all we knew them for.
Right.
They listen to us. Just kidding. They probably have never listened to us on this topic.
Wouldn't hate it.
But yeah, when was the last time we had like a thick hazy boy from E9?
Probably been about a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last few weeks we've gone there, along with getting weird shit. The IPAs we've gotten there have been West Coast. It's been great.
See, you have adopted my getting weird shit thing, but my getting weird shit thing has always been we don't have anything else to drink from like what we would like. So let's just go crazy. Let's not get something close to what we would like. Let's just go crazy.
So what you're saying is you were at this level, and I took us to this level
Unnecessarily. Like, and full of regret. We did not need to go to that level. We were doing fine.
Hear me out though. We thoroughly enjoyed that amber ale. 89.
Go check out the last one.
The only amber ale we've had in a while, or ever. I don't know.
That wasn't. Are you talking about the last time we were there? That's what I'm asking.
No, not the last time we were there.
Okay, because was that the Rowdy and Dick?
I think it was Rowdy and Dick.
That was good.
Yeah, that was good. I was very surprised. I was like, damn, I'll drink this.
I was like, the last one that we got was the
wit beer.
The wit beer. And we did not thoroughly enjoy that.
Oh.
It was better than we thought it smelled.
Yes. And then but we also surprised ourselves too. We got the double IPA, and that was fantastic.
Yeah, but that's like within our normal realm.
Yeah, but both of us are really timid about ordering double
Sure.
IPAs because of how syrupy they typically are.
Sure.
This one was definitely a hot boy, and
yeah,
damn, yeah, I was very happy with it.
I'm just saying, there's an IPA we haven't had on the menu, and you're like, I'll take the wit beer.
Yeah, 100%. That's what happened. Well, in fairness, we tried Elizabeth, and I was like, I'm not impressed. I'd rather just do something fucking weird. That's what happened. If I had not tried Elizabeth's beer, I would have gone with it. So, it was your own undoing. It was fine. It was fine.
I didn't say
it was
it was
fine.
pretty good.
It was fine.
It was a B.
Yeah, and
it was a solid B.
For how much we dislike wheat beers, we were like, don't hate it.
I mean,
don't hate it.
I would get Elizabeth's beer again. I wouldn't get the wit beer again.
I would not order the wit beer, but if I was at a party and someone said,
sure,
hey, here's E9's wit beer, I'd say, yeah, it's sunny and 80 degrees. Let me get that. That's pretty refreshing. I like that.
I would ask, what else you got?
Nah, I'd grab it.
Oh, the Bodhi? Okay, yeah. I'll take that Bodhi. Yeah.
I have none at home. I'll take the Bodhi.
Yeah. Nick can have the wit beer. It's fine.
No,
I'll have the Bodhi.
I was impressed. Good job, E9, because it was tasty. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, we're actually really starting to like E9, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't even gotten to 7 Seas in a while.
No, don't know if they're open.
I think part of that is true, but also E9 rotates their beers.
Yeah,
all the time.
That's what we were just talking about. Like the last time or 2 times ago we were there, we're like, it's something new every time we go.
Yeah. Whereas 7 Seas, there were so many times where it's like, I got the Rude Parrot, the Nomadic, and the Balls Deep, and the Willie Mays.
And you're lucky if they've got the Nomadic.
And you're lucky if they got the Nomadic. And they made the Cryo Nomadic, and it wasn't as good.
Yeah.
Which
it was fine.
Really turned me off because my go-to beer was the Nomadic.
Yeah.
Because it was just like everything I wanted: bitter, hoppy, good carb, not hazy.
I feel like you could
perfect for a burger.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this is the one. Then they went cryo on it, and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna get some dankness in here. And it just kind of just fell flat on the flavor.
Yep.
I mean, hey, I'm drinking out of the glass right here. That's how much I support the beer. They said they were going to do this and make little pins for all their, like revamping versions of their beers. They only did it for this one. So I have a pin on one of my jackets.
A pin.
And I was like, I'm going to collect all the badges like a Pokemon trainer.
Oh, that'd be rad.
And then it didn't happen again.
Never ever happen again. Never. I wish places would do more glasses. I'm not particular to like, I don't know what the fuck they do with that, but basically like, let's put a sticker on a glass is basically what they did. I don't like that. If you do something like this and it's like, the name of the beer or something, that's okay. That's fine. I don't like just I think you probably haven't seen.
This is just too much.
Yeah, let me show you a picture. Revolution does the same thing. They have their
with the sticker.
Yeah, they have it on their can glasses for their Pilsner and the Fist City. And it's just stupid. And they could, and when you see it, you'll be like, oh, I see. You could make that fucking cool, but they don't. It's just like a sticker. Like if you had the text and like the blue colors. And then get rid of the white and
the problem is with that whole how Nick has it has it pulled up is basically it's the can on the can glass.
Yeah, it's stupid.
But if I just wanted that, then I would just buy the can.
Exactly. Again, if you make all of the white opaque, just make it the glass.
I
Better.
I disagree.
Immediately better.
No, it is better. It's still not good.
Let me try and find
the problem with glasses. It's got to sit in my cupboard.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want it. Like I don't want any of my glasses to stand out. Personally,
well,
like I want my glasses to be glasses.
Yeah.
I don't want this like crazy cup.
Yeah, I
like,
get that.
The stickers turn it into a cup for me.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, it's weird. I don't like it. I can't find the Pilsner glass right now, but it's the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing, but with that logo on it, and it looks even worse.
Yeah,
in my opinion,
I'm not.
It's fucking stupid.
Not about it.
No, this is actually really bothering me though that I can't find the fucking glass. Not that it matters too much, but.
Maybe.
Again, it's kind of bothering me. Fuck Revolution.
Wow. Feeling a little hot there?
Yeah, they had this post where they're like giving away shit and they were like, but you have to come pick it up at the brewery. And I'm like, but like, I'll pay for shipping. Can you like you got a lot of cool shit in there for a good price? Can I buy that stuff? And they never responded to me. I was like, fuck you. I'm willing to pay for this, and it's not a big deal.
Especially during like COVID season, right?
Yeah, like come on, man.
Hey, come have personal contact with us.
Yeah, like you
It's a little weird.
Yeah, just let me fucking give you the money and send it to me.
Yeah.
It's not like you're a big brewery and I get it, but like it's not like a lot of people comment on your pictures and shit.
Apparently they're not that big though, because
5 comments on this picture. So it's like, come on, Zed.
They're not here.
Oh, here it is. Look at that bullshit glass.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid. It's just oh, there's another can.
No, it's
fucking stupid.
It's a cup.
It's fucking stupid, man. It is a cup.
It
looks terrible.
Yeah, but we can't get any of their beer here. We need to do a podcast on Revolution. I mean, technically we have,
or about their beers. You mean
on their beers?
Okay,
I like their beers.
They got great beers, and they're geared towards us. They do a fuck ton of West Coast style IPAs.
I know.
So,
they're all
well, and it's weird too. So they have
pretty good.
The Fist City is their staple pale ale, and they claim, they market it as like, hey, this is Chicago's pale ale.
Mm-hmm.
We only sell this in the Chicagoland area. And I'm like, cool. That's like your hometown beer. That's your thing. It's Fist City. Like you got the Chicago flag on the can, everything. That's cool. Everything else is in the surrounding area like Wisconsin, Indiana, and I think, further out than the Midwest even. But yeah, we don't get it here. I don't get it.
Nope. No anti-hero for me.
I feel like they're the Elysian of Illinois. And we don't get it.
I don't know.
I would talk to you right now, Revolution, but you won't respond to me, so fuck me. Whatever. Still feeling good about this beer?
I am.
Me too. This is tasty.
It's just not a drinker, it's definitely
It's a sipper.
Yeah.
It feels like a 7.5, and it's sitting at a 6.3.
Yeah, it's actually surprisingly pretty low, but it feels upper 7s, low 8s for sure.
But it doesn't like sit.
No, it doesn't sit that way. It
heavy.
just has like this really strong, hoppy, bitter taste that's like.
I'm gonna take it slow.
Yeah.
Which is a reason why one of the few reasons why I dislike 16-ounce cans.
Fuck off.
Sorry.
I want a pint.
Nah.
Pour me a pint.
I'll take a pint if you sell them in 6-packs. Just fucking do it. What's the big deal? Why? Why not?
That's fair.
You know?
Like you don't like the 4-packs of.
That's
okay.
my biggest problem.
That's fair.
Is I'm going to drink the beer. You know what I mean?
That's
like no
fair
matter what,
critique.
I'm drinking the beer in the sitting.
And this can fit in the like 6-pack where they sell bottles.
Yeah.
This fits in those.
Sure
So
does.
like, yeah, I'm with you. But I think 16-ounce beers are my ideal. And maybe it's just from going to breweries so much, but yeah. I feel like if I'm gonna have, I feel like 12 ounces is not like if I'm gonna have one beer, 12 ounces isn't enough.
That's about what you get. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's like about what you get at E9.
You are wrong.
Because like this, right? Like this is like an E9 glass, you know?
Yeah.
They don't do what I just did and fill it all the way up. You have like
No,
this much of head.
That glass is smaller than
E9s?
Yeah. Theirs is up here. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
And I know for a fact that 7 Seas can glasses are 16 ounce.
Yeah, and they do what I just did, which I don't like. I like to have a bit of head.
Sure.
Which I understand, though, if you're pouring a pint. Thank you for giving me a pint.
I don't really care.
But can you just give me a bigger glass, though?
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking. Make it like a little wider. I don't know.
In any case.
I don't know.
In any case, I think 16 ounce is the right amount to consume a beer.
Well, and so I'm a normal human being. I like cold beer.
Sure. But I drink faster than you.
Also true. Clearly.
This happens every podcast.
But you technically taste more of the beer as it gets warmer.
Yeah.
Scientifically speaking.
It's true.
And I'm not a scientist. So I know that. It's true. But yeah, so it's like I don't know. It's a you know what I mean? It's a give and take. It's a love-hate.
Yeah.
I like the amount of beer. It's good. I probably drink it a little bit too slow so it starts to warm up where I want my beer cold, you know? But I don't know. You know what I miss?
What do you miss?
I really miss going to a baseball game,
I don't give a fuck.
grabbing a brat, getting a beer,
We've already talked about my
Sitting
complaints
down.
about baseball games.
getting drunk, hanging with the boys.
I mean, you can't really get drunk at these games, but
That's what you think.
just saying.
Trust me, I spend too much money there.
Well,
You can get drunk.
well, the money is certainly part of that, but also like the fact that compared to Chicago, the public transportation's not as ideal.
Well, they stopped selling alcohols after the 7th inning, though. Gives you time to sober up, sadly. But you're right. Yeah. Public transportation in Chicago is spectacular.
Yeah. Like if you're gonna have public transportation,
Do they have that? Is there a train now? Is there a train that goes here to Seattle? Is that a thing?
I don't know where they stop. I don't know.
It's probably like well, we'll figure it out one of these days.
I'm probably just not going to though. So
Will the world be normal ever again?
No, unfortunately,
Like ever, right?
no. We're fucked.
Right?
We are fucked.
Like no one.
Again, I'm hot today, and this is part of the subject. I'm
Interesting.
hot,
Okay,
so
go on.
we can go there.
Yeah, we're there.
Okay. I mean, it's all related, really. Like
Just got my eye.
like fucking COVID.
Yeah.
The lockdowns, the fucking riots and bullshit. It's all one and the same. I have little. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm a hopeful person because I'm like, you know,
Despite what you may think, yeah.
America's pretty great.
Yeah.
Survived a lot over the years, and probably in like a lot of scenarios where people thought we were fucked.
Oh yeah. 1920. Good one said.
However, our country is so divided that I'm like, what? Like, outside of like literally creating a divided country, which I'm pro, because I'm like, listen, half of the country.
You can think whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, exactly. And I wish you the best on whatever you think. Like I hate when conservatives are like, let's just secede. So like the leftists will fucking die because of their economy and their values. And I'm like, no, I hope you build this socialist utopia. And like, as much as I disagree with it, even from like a rights perspective, like I hope it works. I hope the economics are solid. Love that for you, bro. I just don't want it.
You could treat it like two states, right? It doesn't have to be two countries. You can
Sure.
just treat it like you're going from one state to another. The laws have now changed that you've crossed state boundaries. But like,
I mean, to me, it's like, I will trade with you. Like, free trade's good. We will trade labor. We can cross the lines. It's great.
Crossing the lines is big.
I just don't want your government.
Exactly.
That's it.
To reign over where I reside.
Yeah, to tax me.
Yes.
Based on a monopoly of violence, like coercing me based upon that monopoly of violence. That like it's like it drives me insane. Right? Like I got into an argument today where I'm like, where someone's like, property doesn't equal life, and I'm like, well, my life is my property. And they're like, it's pretty sad that you would think that your property is your life. And I'm like, that's not what I said. I said my life is my property. Like who I am is my property. So if someone's infringing on my very being, I absolutely have the right to defend my said property.
In addition, I mean, your life kind of is, or your property is your life to an extent. I mean, you think of like all these homeless people that like, guarantee you are dying so much earlier in their livelihood than if they had, you know.
Well, and that person that's arguing with me too, it's like, why are you arguing with me about what
my life is?
About me defending my property, and start arguing with anyone who's trying to take my property.
Right.
Why don't you say that is bad?
Right. Exactly.
You invading on someone else's property, me assaulting you, me stealing your beer right now. Mm-hmm. That's probably not good.
Nah.
So instead of arguing with me on like, oh, what's this definition of, why don't you just say, hey, you know what? Stealing's bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking simple.
Yeah, I'd say.
You fucking idiot, whoever you are. Sorry.
He knows who he is.
And just like, so did you like pay attention at all to the recent, so there was a shooting in, is it Wisconsin? I don't know.
Kenosha. That's
Kenosha,
pretty,
Wisconsin.
Up my alley.
Like an hour
or two away from.
Like the dude who got shot.
Okay.
Had warrants out for his arrest allegedly.
Yes.
For rape.
Those are facts, right?
I'm just.
There's no. I understand what you're saying, but
yeah.
So I'm just gonna.
Because I don't really know.
No. Okay.
I'm not like full on the details.
Got you. Right.
Just kind of stating what my perception of all the events were.
Totally.
So, bad dude, warrant out for his arrest, rape, had a knife in his car, resisting arrest, walking away from the police or whatever, going into his car while the police have guns trained on him.
Yeah.
And he gets shot. Okay. Dude shouldn't have been resisting arrest. Shouldn't have been walking away from the cops. Listen, you can say, like...
Especially when they have their guns pulled out.
And if you are a dumb fucking idiot that says, well, look at Breonna Taylor and what happened when someone did comply. No, fuck off. We're talking about this situation, and if you're confronted with police, you are more likely to survive by listening to them.
Right.
Second of all, and here, let me blow your other fucking world up. The police shouldn't be killing people. Guess what? They're hired by the state and have a monopoly on violence towards its citizens. I can't randomly just shoot someone 7 times in the back, regardless of whether they are resisting, destroying property, have raped someone, or whatever the scenario is. I can't just shoot someone 7 times in the back and have immunity on it. Mm-hmm. The cops do, because they're state enforcers. Mm-hmm. And then they have this craziness, and they're like, let's put a curfew out for these rioters because these protests, without a doubt, turned violent. Media doesn't call any attention to it, even though they are rioting. CNN had a Chiron on last night that said, here, let me pull it up specifically because it's the most ridiculous thing.
Please.
Let's see. Oh, man.
And depending on the state you're in, some are worse than others, right? Where, like, in Washington, if someone is on your property, you have zero right to shoot them.
Yeah,
which
like you
blows my
have
fucking mind.
You have to try to flee.
Blows
first.
my fucking mind.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I have to flee the property that I own. Fuck you.
Yeah, so look at this video. There's like cars burning, and then CNN has a Chiron that says fiery but mostly peaceful protests after police shooting. Literally cars burning behind this reporter.
I don't know how you get off on saying that's mostly peaceful, you dumb cunts.
So when Trump says, "Oh, the media is the enemy of the people," there's a reason. Like he's not inciting violence. It's just the media fucking sucks on this issue.
And he's not wrong at all. He's been saying that.
So then so the police have this curfew. They don't enforce it. They let people burn down fucking cities, create autonomous zones within the cities. So businesses have to like put up BLM signs so they can like not get fucking looted. Police doesn't enforce it. They don't prosecute any of this people. So guess what happens? Private citizens get fucking pissed off, like this 17-year-old kid. So he has guns, wants to defend one of the private businesses that are calling for help. He goes there because the police aren't fucking doing anything, who are the enforcers of violence on their own citizens, not doing anything. So he goes there to defend, and then rioters attack him. So he shoots them, and people are fucking freaking out, and they're like, how dare this kid be so irresponsible going to a protesting event that is likely to turn violent and then kills two people and shoots another person. And then one of the people, they said, oh, he just had a cell phone. No, he clearly has a Glock. When the guy who got shot in the arm, there's pictures of it. Two other guys, there's videos of them. They have, both of those guys have criminal records, that the two guys that died. And they're blaming this kid for showing up. Guess what? That kid, I think, dumb. You shouldn't go to a fucking riot, like, unless like it's your business or you have like personally been called to defend a business because the police are not doing anything. Like you're there to defend against the riots. Like in a way, you're looking for violence.
Okay, but that's also like saying, that's like saying like, oh, this girl went into this dark alley alone wearing skimpy clothes and she got raped. Well, she shouldn't have been wearing those skimpy clothes. It's like, no, those guys just shouldn't have fucking raped her.
No, but
so these protesters just shouldn't have gotten violent.
But
right? That's what I'm saying.
But my point is like, you should all like, while that is true, you should also not
take precaution.
You shouldn't. I'm not saying don't wear skimpy clothes. I'm saying don't walk down the dark alley.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Call an Uber.
Yeah.
Get into it from the club.
Yeah.
Right. Like
there's no clear cut line like you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. It's both sides.
Yeah. All I'm saying is that kid.
There's always
there's no
sides.
reason for that kid, who I think was from Illinois, to take a firearm across state lines, open carry in a state where it's not legal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to me, all those actions, I can't speak on his motives, obviously, because I don't know the kid.
Right.
But like you're just being a stupid asshole if that's like it just sound from what it reads like it sounds like you're just looking for violence, and I think it's stupid. But my main point really is, you call any one of those groups bad, people freak out and they say, what about this? What about this person? What about that? What about this scenario? And it's like, yo, I just took 20 seconds and explained how I think all of them are fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Because I'm consistent.
Right.
It's pretty goddamn simple.
That's the problem. That's been our problem throughout all this, right?
Stop
people's inconsistent logic.
Killing people. Stop looting. Stop burning other people's shit down.
Well, what do you expect when you...
Be able to defend your property and be able to hire defense for your property, and fuck the fucking state.
What do you expect when you take this group of people that's been oppressed for so long? What do you expect them to do?
I expect them to not
to not kill people,
like
to not fucking
to
blow
me,
people's
it's
cars.
just like I put myself in their like in those like if I was in like an area that was like violently affected by riots. I mean, I'm pretty close to a downtown city that is affected by the riots.
Yeah.
But like if I was like a business owner in one of those areas, I'm like, yo, I'm not a fucking racist piece of shit.
Fuck off.
I'm not a cop that's shooting people. I'm not an operator of state violence. I'm not droning thousands of citizens overseas and get off scot-free. And then I'm also a president that the only fucking, whatever they call it. Why am I blanking on the word? The C word, like
cunt. Back up. What were back up? What were the words?
Like the only critique of the Obama administration was, oh, he wore a tan suit. It's like, no, he, was the cause of wars, total devastation in Libya,
right?
Droning thousands of innocent civilians. Yeah, and then guess what? Like, there's no consequence for that. Right? He's revered as one of the best presidents of our time, has like the Chicago library bullshit. Like, yeah, that's not the life of an ordinary citizen. I can't just drone thousands of people in the Middle East and be revered as a great man.
Nope.
So I'm hot.
Yeah.
I'm hot today.
I get you, man. I get you.
Sorry it had to be one of these episodes, but I'm hot.
This is why I want to move to Montana and be in the middle of the mountains. And just fuck everybody off.
I care.
Fuck everybody off.
I care about people and their success.
Yeah, and that's what sucks.
It
sucks that we care. It sucks.
It doesn't matter who you are, what your fucking race is, where you're from, your skin color, your sexual orientation, your sex or gender. Like, just I really don't care. I hope the best for you. I hope you're successful, and more than likely, if you provide a good service or product, I will probably support you.
Yeah, I'm not, and it's actually pissed me off. People go support these black businesses, and I'm like, I don't like seafood. I'm not gonna go eat at this fucking sushi place just because a black person owns it, or this fucking chicken place that has horrible customer service and takes for fucking effort. I'm just not going to eat there because it sucks.
But that black brewery that has great beer, I'm buying their beer.
Totally. I'll buy their beer. I'm not going to buy their beer because they're black.
Yeah, no.
I'm going to buy their beer because they have good beer.
Yep.
I don't care if they're white or black. There was, I was watching, not to bring everything I say into the Star Wars universe, but, so there was Kathleen Kennedy, the whatever she is, the president or CEO, whatever the fuck of like Lucasfilm these days. She had a statement where she's like, we have made it a priority to hire, women directors and blah blah blah. And the dude who's making this video, who's like kind of reacting on her statement, he's like, whoa. He's like, a priority? He's like, I have no problem, if you hire this woman director. He's like, Deborah Chow, who is the director of, one of the directors of the Mandalorian series. She did a fantastic job with the episodes that she directed on. She's like an amazing director, But to say that they hired her because she is a woman is outrageous, right? And that demeans her work if you say things like that. That demeans like someone who's a woman. That demeans what their job. That demeans their work that they produce. If you say, "Oh, I did this because you're a woman. I want to empower you." No, fuck off. You should do it because they're good at what they do.
Yeah.
If this woman is a better director than this man, hire the woman. If the man's a better director than the woman, you're not hiring the man because the other person's a woman. You're hiring him because his work is better.
Hear me out. Let me get real controversial.
Okay.
Equality sucks. Equality is a stupid fucking thing to strive for.
Okay. That's a hot take.
Right?
Go on.
And I've talked about this before with you, not on the podcast.
I don't know about that.
But if I know, not like in those terms, but I'll explain it.
Yeah.
So if I say,
yeah,
more
okay, I know where you're going.
white people are killed by cops than black people.
Yeah.
We'll let everyone formulate their response. You can write in the comments.
Yeah, you're right.
You'll look
no,
like a
that's
fucking
not
idiot.
true. Wait, but the percentage.
Yeah, but let's control for population.
Yeah, the percentage. Guys, look at the percentage. Guys,
Yeah.
the percentage.
Okay, great. Did you also know that like 99% of the victims of cop shootings are men? So does that mean
Cops are sexist?
cops are sexist?
Oh!
Probably.
Hot
But
take,
then
hot take.
let's take it a step further.
Okay.
So what I hear you saying, Mr. But let's look at the population, or Mrs. Let's look at the population, or
Can't be sexist.
whatever your pronoun you want to go by.
Fuck off.
Cops are racist because we're looking at the proportion related to total population within the U.S.
Yeah.
So what I hear you saying is we just need to have cops go out there and kill some more white people, and that fixes the problem.
It'll even out the percentage, so that way there's less black people being killed percentage-wise and more white people being killed percentage-wise. And that helps your
Equality.
cause. Equality, right? Yeah.
Right? Because that's really the issue. It's not the police violence. It's equality. Fuck off.
Absolutely fuck off, man. Can't do it. Can't do it, man. Can't
I'm
do
hot.
it. Can't.
I'm hot.
A little bit bothered, too. A little bit bothered. Man, I know. I just...
But like
I've-
but to your Star Wars point, right? Like it goes to the same point where it's like, would it be great if they like my favorite example was the women in tech example. I think I've talked with you about this as well, where it's like
recently, yeah.
let's look at why there aren't as many women going into tech as men.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because
Well, let's back up. Let's back up to what businesses and companies say, right? The business companies say, they go, we need to hire more women. How come we don't have more women? The percentage of our company doesn't have enough women. We need to make sure we hire more women.
yeah, because equality is dumb. Like
Right.
Their pursuit is equality,
Right, it's the
which
percentage.
it's
Everyone is basing things off these percentages that are arbitrary.
It's just this pursuit of equality for no purpose other than equality sounds
Well,
nice.
it's a false equality, right? It's
Yeah.
clearly is what we're getting at.
Yeah, there are disparities based upon certain groups that's just... Now, they can be correct disparities, like it's just going to be inherent, like
Yeah.
women... And you could say this is inherent, or you could say it's culture, or you could say it's both, but women are more likely to, be stay-at-home moms,
Yeah.
so not as many are going to be in the workforce, that kind of thing. Or you could say it's qualities that we can change, like, how code is written, how GUIs are designed within tech, that kind of thing, how games are designed, maybe.
How we advertise the industry to people.
Yeah, you can say all of those things aren't beneficial towards, or even how, like, the school systems are designed, which I think is a big part of it.
Totally. That's kind of where most things start, right?
Yeah. How they aren't designed to be helpful for women learning tech or to become interested in tech.
Right.
Like there's so many of those variables, and instead of addressing those variables and saying, okay, what are the cause of these disparities and which ones do we want to change, we just say, well, we should hire based off of this percentage. It's like, no.
Yeah, it's all that it goes back to.
Like that we want, like, I want women in tech who want to be in tech and who are going to be successful in tech.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I can't, and people go, oh, well, you're so privileged, you figure it out. I can't tell you how many, scholarships are just completely given away, not to me, just because of my race, because of my gender. Okay, and people, the second I say something like that, people roll their eyes or go, ugh,
No,
yeah, well,
I mean,
but
Harvard actively discriminates against Asian groups.
okay,
Because
I'm not familiar with this.
Yeah, because Asian groups now have surpassed the likely GPA levels and test values than white people as a group.
So they're making Harvard too elite?
No, so Harvard has to lower the percentage of Asians and whites that they give scholarships to and let on for equality's sake for Latinos and blacks.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. So just
which
because
is
the
just-
percentage is off, I might not get into the school that I deserve to be in over another
No,
person.
what I'm saying is, at this point, it's not even white privilege. There is
Right.
now minority privilege
Right.
for Asians
Right.
from the eyes of equality.
Right.
It's really not privilege. It's just that group is succeeding
Yeah. God forbid, right?
very well, like
And-
above whites.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And that
Great for them. I love that for them.
Yeah, but and you know, bringing it back to your whole, you know, it starts in the schools thing, is you know, kind of going back to fucking George Bush's like no kid left behind bullshit. Whereas like, let me tell you right now, that doesn't raise the group up, that dumbs everybody else down. Let me tell you,
Well,
equality.
One of the things that's really in question
Jesus Christ.
is you let say 10% of your admissions to Harvard
Yeah.
are based not on merit but on equality. What percentage of that 10% is successful in Harvard versus would be more successful at a less elite school? So those
can you just say that exact same thing
basically
over again?
that 10% that was allowed into Harvard, not based upon merit, but based upon equality,
Right.
is more likely to drop out.
Yeah, right. They're less likely to succeed.
Yes.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
But if you just put them in a school based upon their merit,
mm-hmm.
they are more likely to graduate with a degree and be successful in that school.
Right.
So you're actually doing a
Well, in life.
disservice to that student on an individual level by bringing them into a school that they're not ready for.
They're not. Yeah, they're not prepared for. They're not equipped to be in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
it has nothing.
and-
It has
and
nothing to
I-
do with race. It has
and-
everything to do with just their merit. We're talking
Yeah.
here.
And listen, that 10%, way smarter than I am.
Totally, totally.
I'm not saying they're dumb and they
Yeah,
can't
no.
succeed in college. Like I'm a college dropout. I'm saying they can succeed.
Yeah, absolutely.
They could have succeeded 4 times over at the school we went to that we dropped out of.
Exactly right. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Probably way more successful than
Yeah.
we would be.
Easily.
But like that doesn't mean the decision to hire them based on equality was correct. It's just
right.
again, this pursuit of equality without understanding all of the variables and all the disparities between groups, and that's not even talking about like innate disparities. That's talking about like even cultural disparities. Without you actually taking the very complex issue that it is and addressing those complex variables, you just want to oversimplify it and say racism, equality, sexism. Like you're promoting a disservice to those groups by not addressing the variables that actually affect them.
So let me read something to you. Apparently this is fake. Thank God. But people freaked out and they're like, "This is amazing! Oh, this is the best!" A 27-year-old Jackson, Mississippi man was arrested over the weekend for hacking into the Hinds County Human Services Department and approving all applications for food stamps. After approving the applications, he had cards mailed out to new applicants, all totaling $2,500 each. Current card holders were also awarded $2,500 credits. His bond was set to $100,000 and has since bonded out. More on this story tonight at Fox News. Apparently, it was fake.
What a modern day Robin Hood.
But that is what everyone said. And they were like, "Good job, this guy. He's amazing. Oh, man." Like they thought because they thought it was real until some people started to debug it. And I said, "Man, I wish I could not have a job and have the rest of my community mandatorily pay for my food and some non-essential items at the grocery store."
yeah.
Why are we encouraging people to not fucking do anything? To fucking just mooch off of everybody else? Why are we fucking encouraging that?
Well, here's the thing, right?
Fuck.
So let me flesh
Fucking
out.
work at McDonald's, for Christ's sake. You'll get fucking free food and a paycheck. Jesus.
Let me flesh out your idea a little bit more, because I hear all the comments in my head right now.
Oh my God, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
I know you don't give a fuck. I'm just saying.
But go ahead.
Let me
ahead.
flesh out the idea a little bit more.
Go ahead.
The state, the government, if you didn't know, let me whisper it to you.
Here you go.
The state doesn't produce anything. It doesn't have a product. It just steals for all of its revenue. Crazy. So, what Nick is saying is, why does this government, who can just continue to steal from its citizens by the monopoly of violence, aka the police, why do they get to decide to just pay for someone else? When Nick, if I'm like, hey Nick, I'm struggling really hard, bro, I just got laid off. Can you lend me $20 so I can get gas?
I'll give you 40. Easy.
What he's saying is that people should be free and able to give of their own wealth and income to those that need it, and we should be helping provide a social net that is not government-based and that is communal-based and voluntary, not forced by the gun of police, which we thought that you all agreed with us that the gun of police is bad.
Yes.
But in the case of taxes, you're like, I want the police shooting these guys and if they don't pay their taxes because they need to provide food stamps.
No.
And we need to force them to pay for food stamps, so the police should shoot those people, but don't shoot these black people because they're just resisting arrest and not harming anyone, even though they have violent warrants for their arrest out. Like,
I want to help people, okay? I like to help. We have said this whole fucking podcast. I like people, and
I want them to succeed.
Yeah. And that's becoming a problem. I want to help as many people as I can. I don't want to be forced to give my money to enable someone to continue to live this lifestyle.
Not only that, but you're also giving money to the government who's going to spend that administratively.
That's what it is, right? Because it's not all. It's not like all my money is going.
Half of that money is going to the administrative of the government, and the other half it may be going to that.
Maybe
probably even less than half is going to that. Like 10% is going to that person. 90% is just going to the government and getting lost.
Exactly. We don't know what happened. We're in debt all of a sudden. Check your fucking pockets. Check your fucking pockets.
The government's like, here, I'm going to take $100. And 10% and $10 is going to go to that person when that person asked you for $20, and you're like, but if I just kept my $100, I would have loved to give them 40.
Exactly.
Crazy, right? It's just insane.
It blows my mind, man. Yeah, and so people are looking at this guy as a hero, and it's like, I don't know if you know that, but he just stole from all of you. Put that in perspective.
So. He didn't steal from all of you.
Yeah, he did.
Well, that guy.
Yeah,
the guy in the fake story did.
Right.
But really, the government stole from all of you.
Totally. But by him approving all these people, he is now stealing from you.
Sure, indirectly. But I'm saying ultimately the government is taking your money,
yes.
and if you do
and my problem is with the system.
And if you do not give them that money that they take from you at gunpoint, you are jailed.
Yes.
Which is like, isn't that crazy that
it's
you are literally forced to pay for something that you like
have no say in?
Don't have any say in.
Zero say in.
And don't get any benefit from.
Zero benefit.
And if you comment about the fucking roads,
swear to fucking God,
if
you say something about the roads,
we'll do another episode on the roads.
Jesus Christ, don't.
We've already done an episode on the roads.
You don't want it. Trust me. You thought we got it all out on the first one. Haven't even started.
And here we are back again with the fucking COVID lockdowns, riots, and murders and fucking evil ass state. So before we rate this beer, I got one more topic to talk about that I'm hot on.
Okay.
People have been posting.
Okay, here we go.
People are like, man, these Christians are really conservative.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I hope you're not going here, but go on.
So, like...
Because I'm not saying because like I disagree with you. I'm saying because it's going to piss me off. Yeah. But go ahead.
People are like, Christians are really conservative. And, like, FYI, the USA isn't God. And the USA isn't God's country. And Jesus wouldn't have been a conservative. Jesus said, feed the poor, take care of orphans, blah, 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 blah. So, pretty much... Jesus is a socialist. And then on the other side, the conservatives are like, well, Biden just wants to provide abortions for everyone. It's kind of true. Jesus wouldn't be pro-abortion. The Bible is not pro-abortion, et cetera, et cetera. Mm-hmm. So obviously Jesus would be a conservative.
Yeah.
I have stated to a friend, I haven't stated this publicly, I just stated this to my friend a couple months ago, and it's been stirring on my mind because I've been seeing more and more of these posts lately.
Yeah, a lot. And
it's driving me insane. So I'm going to say what I told to my friend in a more succinct way that's been stirring in my mind, and I know you'll agree with me, but I want to hear your thoughts on it. I think the state is antithetical to the Christian philosophy. What I mean by that is the state doesn't produce anything, operates on a coercion of its own citizens, predicated on the monopoly of violence that they control, and ultimately is designed just to grow, to be immeasurably powerful, and then display its own, basically to jack off on its own education system that approves of the way that the government has been created and touts these checks and balances, which are really just a way for the state to see, we gave it to the judicial branch and they said it's okay. It's okay for Obama to drone all these innocent civilians because it's in the Middle East and not its own American citizens. It's fine. That's the fucking fundamental design of the state.
It's also false because a lot of American citizens have died because of those.
Sure. But it's actually true.
Moving on.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
But like the state in itself is fundamentally designed to be its own God, and not in the Christian grace version of God. It's the
deity of a god.
Deity, like I'm stealing from my servants that are beneath me. That is the design of the state, and I think and then you have all these conservatives who are like Blue Lives Matter, blah, blah, blah. And then you have all these leftists that are like, government's the great. We need more top-down control. Both of them are fucking saying the state is the greatest thing ever. We have to worship it. But fundamentally, what it comes down to is they both groups worship the state, which is this deity that steals from them.
Which is insane because they have opposite ideals.
So tell me why that is not antithetical to the very definition of the Christian God, who's saying, don't worship false idols, don't put any God before me, and then both groups are like, let me put the state before God.
Tell me why I'm not a Christian if I don't vote against Trump. Tell me, I'll talk to the other people now. Sure. Tell me why I'm not a Christian if I don't vote for Trump, okay? Like, I at this point, I'm a fucking Christian if I don't fucking vote. I don't fucking want anybody.
No, yeah. If you don't vote for Trump, you just want Biden to win. If you don't vote for Biden, you just want Trump to win.
Yep.
And it's literally like, maybe the entire fucking design is fucking shit. And it's not Christian.
Democracy. No, we're not in a democracy. We're in a two-party fucking system.
And democracy fucking sucks. Fight me.
Well, okay. But
fight me.
Irrelevant. It's better than what we have. Better than what we have.
Again.
Because we don't have a democracy.
Again. Equality sucks.
Fair enough.
So
I don't. Yeah.
Equality doesn't mean. So if you don't value equality, then you really don't value true democracy, because you understand that true democracy ultimately leads to bad ideas, because equality is not the ideal system. Anyways.
Not diving into that right now.
That's a whole.
Not diving.
Hey,
into
we
that
can
right
do
now.
a podcast on democracy.
Yes, we can have a democracy podcast, and you guys can vote for it.
There you go. No, and we'll just give it to you like this. I'm a full believer in authoritarian podcasts where you're telling you how it is, and this is the truth.
We're communist.
And yeah, authoritarian communism. I thought that was a given.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. Hot rant over.
How does this beer?
So now I will like to say, now that I've talked it out,
yeah,
I've got my hot feelings.
Okay.
Out.
Yeah, it feels better, right? It feels better to
the air has been cleared.
Because hear me out, right? When you just read, and I feel the same way. When you just read this shit all day and you have no one to, you're not looking to be like, I don't know. You're not looking for a conversation to have someone argue with you. You're not even necessarily looking to be validated in your own thoughts. It's like just to get that stuff off your chest. It's like
that is part of it.
Fuck.
But you bring up a good point. If you disagree with us, let us know in the comments. And if it's feasible and makes sense to do, aka it's not an open invitation, but if it makes sense to do, then if you'd like to have a discussion, not a debate, a discussion.
Yeah.
It's going to be very cool-headed. Let's learn each other's positions on the podcast and would like to have a beer with us. I am not opposed to that.
I don't want to argue with you because that's what a debate is. A debate is a fancy word for an argument. Okay?
Which is great. I'm pro argument. I just have arguments with my friends.
I don't want to have an argument with
if you're like what we would consider like a friend, like someone who we hang out with regularly, that kind of thing, then and you want to be on the podcast and debate with us, then
cool.
Then I'll gladly argue with you
because I have
no
problem calling you a shithead if you're my friend.
Exactly.
So I actually had a conversation with my friend the other day who pretty much agrees with most of the things that we agree with. Ironically, actually, it's if you knew the guy, you'd be like, wow. But and he commented on something that he thought I was saying, but I was in fact saying the opposite. Thankfully, we both agreed on. And he's like, oh, okay. He's like, I just wanted to make sure you weren't, basically, in layman's terms, he said, I just wanted to make sure you weren't going around posting dumb fuck things. And I was like, no, I understand it. He's like, yeah. He's like, I see a lot of dumb fuck things every day. And he's like, I honestly only comment on my true friends' posts because I want to make sure they're not being dumb fucks. Yeah. And I was like, I respect it about you. And I also hold those same beliefs.
Like my favorite example of this actually happened between you and I, where you and Elizabeth were talking about how shitty the electoral college is, and I was like, "Listen here, you little shitheads,"
because we didn't know, right? We didn't know.
Yeah, no, I'm not. But
that was the conversation, right?
That's why I can debate and have an argument with my friends, because it's like we know where each other are coming from, we know our values, all that stuff,
and we know each other's buttons too. I think that's important because the goal is never to like I don't want to offend someone typically, unless they're just an asshole that's never going to change.
I kind of wanted to offend all of you today.
Yeah, but like I don't walk up to a human being and like want to offend them.
Well, a better way to put it, I don't walk up to a random person who doesn't hold my views and say, debate me.
Yeah, right. It's silly.
No, but
it's not productive.
I'll have a discussion with you, and I don't expect you to walk away being an anarcho-capitalist or libertarian. Like I don't.
But you can't expect us to walk away holding whatever the fuck thinking you hold.
We'll agree on some things, and we'll disagree on others, and then in the people who listen will have a perspective that they may not have had before.
Hear me out.
I may have a perspective I haven't heard before.
Hear me out. If you made it this far in the podcast, I'm willing to have a conversation with you.
That's true.
I'm willing to have a conversation with you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm willing to have a conversation with anyone.
Absolutely.
But like,
absolutely.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying.
I don't want,
you've already been vetted if you've made it this far.
Sure.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
So this beer.
Delicious.
Correct.
It's gonna come
We're
out.
Done.
It's a good. This is a good beer, bro.
I'm yeah.
Like the next time I'm at Tacoma Boys, I'm gonna be keeping my eye out.
Which
says a lot.
Where are these boys located? Where they at?
Stoop.
Stoop.
I think Seattle. But
there it is. Seattle. Stoop Brewing, Seattle, Washington.
So I think they are actually located across the street from, like, kitty corner to the street from Neptune Theater. Don't quote me on that because I'm going to look it up.
While you're looking that up, beer, very clear, very yellow, quite bubbly. Don't hate that at all. And yes, I'm calling that a look. It looks bubbly.
I think I'm wrong.
So, yeah, I don't know what you're on about. Stoop Brewing Company. Stoop.
Why am I thinking Neptune? There's a brewery.
Bro, can I help you right now? Can I help you?
Probably.
Because
Yeah, it's not. It's
I'm
nowhere
gonna go
close.
Stoop
It's nowhere
Brewing
close
in
to Stoop.
Seattle. I'm gonna zoom in and then I'm gonna zoom out.
No, it's
And
nowhere.
look for the
It's nowhere
Rubens.
close. It's nowhere.
Rubens is right there. Peddler, whatever the fuck Peddler is. Peddler's right there.
Hold on. Let me.
Hales.
Hold on. Let me look at the outside of this place so I can figure out why I know.
Hales is right there.
I'm trying to.
Can I find the Urban? I've never heard of Urban Family.
Okay, it's a different place than I'm.
You ever heard of Urban Family? I've never heard of Urban Family.
Yeah, of course.
Lucky
Of course,
Envelope.
from here.
Never heard of them.
Oh,
They're
of course.
there.
Of course.
You say these? Have you vetted them and decided they're shit? Is that the problem here?
No, what the issue is a lot of those places like
I don't see them.
lowercase brewing.
The fuck? Yeah, I've seen like one or two.
No,
of
we
their
went
beers.
there. The
Where?
place in Georgetown when Georgetown was.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is like
They don't distribute out here.
exactly. So without you going to the brewery, you'd be
You
like,
can't experience.
I don't know who they are. How would you know lowercase brewing?
Right.
I know all those places because
You've gone out there.
correct.
It looks like a fun area.
I've gone there, or
We should do a day. We should do a day.
like
up
they
there.
distribute via taps, right? So I've had their beer like at a restaurant or something.
Can we? Jesus Christ.
Can we just? Yeah, let's rate the beer. Okay, we're getting distracted.
Okay. Smell.
Hops.
Correct. I've got cryo, citra, floral, and citrus.
Okay.
Because there's a little ambiguity going on in
Sure.
there. But like, definitely citrus. I think
They say mango.
no. I don't smell
I'm a
mango.
little-
I smell I
So
smell
they don't-
two distinct.
They don't say it smells mango. They specifically say, feel free to slow your roll, relax your mind. That hasn't been this podcast. And enjoy this tropical fruit, citrus, and mango full IPA. I'm gonna just throw this out there. You're wrong on the tropical fruit. At least our experience of this
Citrus.
one. It's citrus.
High key citrus.
Meantime,
Like a hoppy
does this
floral
say,
going on in there.
Does this say
Definitely.
June? Does this say June?
When it was made?
What's yours say?
It says meantime, bro.
It does, and then it says
5? Say May?
oh no,
Say
it's
May?
080520. So it's August 5th. So that's not too far. Yeah, we're in fresh for sure. No, look, this one says 08 for
Like
sure.
Hundo.
Like it's messy, but hundo.
Yeah.
Still messy, but hundo 080520.
Yeah.
So we're in fresh. I don't get the
Same
mango.
fresh hop. This is just a fresh beer.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
I didn't say fresh. Like fresh.
Fresh. It's
Like
fresh.
we're in the fresh season, as in like it's within 30 days of canning,
Yes.
which is like the ideal.
Yes. Stone. Just read anything on Stone. They'll tell you about it.
Yeah.
Taste. Hoppy. Citrus. Yup.
Taste hoppy, citrus.
Go for a smink. Go for a smink right now. Hit me with a smink. Give it a
Hold on. You give it to me first. I'm kind of
yeah.
getting. I'm getting my. I'm
Go
trying
on.
to
Go ahead. Go.
toning down from the hothead. You know what I mean? And trying to get myself in the smink mood here. Okay.
God damn. This isn't a flavor, it's a thought, but I'm writing it as a flavor. West Coast, man. Fucking West Coast. This is like the West Coast fucking IPA, man.
So, I agree. Let me give you some thoughts because the thoughts poured across my mind before I even
go.
So at first,
go.
I was trying to focus on the mango aspect, the tropical fruits, as they would say it, and
I tried to clear my mind and I couldn't even do it.
I was like, man, I don't taste any of that shit.
Yeah.
But I would love to be in a bamboo forest right now. Showing Nick a picture of when we were in Hawaii in a bamboo forest. I'd love to be in Hawaii on the ocean in a bamboo forest. And then I was like, and then you said West Coast, and I was like, yeah, but at the same time, I could be on Mount Rainier drinking this beer. And
which is on the West Coast.
And it would be glorious. Exactly. And then I was like,
maybe.
But no, let me.
Sorry,
let me-
before you.
Okay.
Do you have that distinction between chilling on Mount Rainier and West Coast?
No.
Is there a distinction for you?
No, but let me answer that by expanding.
Go ahead.
And then I was like, but what is it? Like, am I in a bamboo forest in 80 degrees weather in Hawaii, or am I on Mount Rainier? And I was like, okay, let's meet halfway. What about a Washington Beach? And I was like, no, I totally would drink this on like a cold 50-degree day, non-sandy beach. Maybe the Sound. But okay, yeah, no, I would, boating on the Sound or boating on a lake, even like in October and like crisp fall morning. Yeah. No, this is just a West Coast beer. You could be on the beaches of LA.
Because that's what I was about to contrast
you could be
with.
in.
I was just about to say, I'm on Venice Beach drinking this, and I'm like,
you could be on the beaches of LA, or you could be on the 35-degree on a lucky day, Mount Rainier, and you'd be loving this beer. It's crisp. It's not. It is citrusy, but it's not sweet.
Mm-hmm.
It's got those like orange tones to it, but it's not like a sticky orange. It's crisp, and it's just light and refreshing.
Yeah,
and it's hoppy.
Yeah,
and if you didn't know, the Northwest loves their hops.
Number one
Might
provider
be known for
in
it.
the U.S. Number one.
Yeah, but yeah, there's no but. It's just This is a West Coast beer, and it's everything you want a West Coast beer to be.
I'm having a dilemma.
I haven't even looked at the ratings, and I'm sure I'm right there with you. I was just focused on the beer, and
I'm having a dilemma.
Yeah?
I don't.
Yeah?
Like, out of good conscience, I can't. But I really want to.
I got mine.
Because if I don't, then what is? Can you answer that? If I don't,
yes, I
what
can.
is?
I can answer that.
Okay.
You're born yesterday is a 5.
Okay.
Now this in the context that it's not a fresh hop may still be a 5 to you.
Okay.
But
then I'm writing mine down right now.
Okay.
I'm writing mine down. Go.
Mine's a 4.8.
4.9.
There you go.
There you have it. This beer, and I'll say it. I mean, just shy of like, but like, this beer is perfect, man.
Yeah, if you said you have to critique this beer, Levi, or else I will kill you, I would say it's a little too orange sweet for me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a very finite amount, like a little too orange sweet. But that's it. That's it.
Right. Yep.
There's nothing else I would change. I would just if it toned down the orange flavors a little bit, then it'd be like
yeah,
like the hairest of smidges.
You're making a West Coast IPA. Nailed it. Like couldn't be more shy of a fucking perfect West Coast IPA.
I don't know the last time I've enjoyed a beer this much on the podcast. This is like, honestly, it's actually really good.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I'm depressed. I am physically saddened. This is in 4-packs.
Nick's about to drive home, stop at Tacoma Boys on his way back home, and pick up a couple of these. Yeah, I am pleasantly surprised because both of us had no expectations. Really.
Zero. Yeah.
Like I bought this on. This can looks cool.
Yeah. No, that's what you bought it on. And when you brought it out, I said, That's going to be a haze, boy. Let's get it over with. Jesus Christ.
Turns out delicious.
Fucking amazing. So, Stoop, good fucking job. Are you open? We don't know. If you are, would love to visit you soon. Hoping to be up by Georgetown. Fresh hop coming up soon. Let us know if you've had anything from Stoop. If you've had this beer specifically, let us know what you think. If you think it's about as damn perfect for West Coast beer as we do. Like Levi said earlier, if you would like to have a discussion, not a debate, don't want to debate with you.
Unless you're a friend.
Unless you're a friend.
Then because
yeah, but like you should have already texted us by now if you're a friend.
I'm inflammatory to our friends, so.
Okay.
I call you dicks, and I'll say things like, you care more about Trump or Biden's rhetorics than you care about lives in the Middle East. Which, like, if you know me, like, I don't actually think that about you. I'm saying that to, like, get a rise out of you. But, like, kind of think that.
Like, if you played Warzone with Levi and me, you would think he fucking hates me.
Correct.
He thinks I suck at Warzone. He doesn't hate me.
I don't think you suck at Warzone.
I
think you have room for improvement.
That's for sure.
But, like, when we play together. I hate him in Warzone.
Absolutely.
But it's like it's all good banter, and so when I argue, I like to have good banter, and I like to be inflammatory, and I don't want to do that with someone who isn't a close friend.
Absolutely. So, like the discussion, would love to talk about it. No one's trying to convince anybody. We would just like to have a civil conversation and be like, hey, here's your thoughts, here's our thoughts. Cool. We're gonna learn from each other. That's the goal, right?
We can learn from each other, and I mean, even if we don't. The people listening can get different perspectives, which
there you go. Right.
Cool. We talked a lot about meritocracy. I'm on the podcast being superior to equality. I'm a big believer that the meritocracy of ideas, if your ideas are better than mine and people believe those ideas, then
good on you.
Sorry you don't believe in equality, but good on you.
Yeah. So hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't before. I don't know. Like if you watched this, fucking subscribe. Later guys.